What is up, guys? Welcome to the next season in the Championship of my Ipswich Town Road to Glory career mode, and there you can see all the teams that are going to be playing with us and the fixtures of Bournemouth, Sheffield United, Luton Town in the Carabao Cup and Hull City to round our games off in the Championship. A very tough start to this league. What can we do? Away at Bournemouth, at the Den, and yeah, getting the nice new graphics that we didn't really get much of in League One, but yeah, we're in an actual proper stadium here at the Vitality against Bournemouth for the very first game. Kicking us off, they're kicking us off in a 4-2-3-1 formation, and yes, we have changed it to the 5-3-2, thus putting Bowden in striker alongside Harris for ourselves, and we're getting kicked off from right to left. Yeah, I'm just really hoping for a nice and easy start to this league, but apparently we're not going to get it with Bournemouth coming down from the Premier League, just back into the Championship where they belong. And Bowden, what? I don't even know, like, I can't put that into words, what just happened there. I thought the defender sort of kicked it up and, you know, we then scored from it, but no, Bowden actually kicked the ball before he got tackled, and yeah, he puts it in the back of the net and makes it 1-0 8 minutes in at least. And yeah, we're just going to have a lot of luck going our way. Bowden almost scoring a free kick, but Travers claims it straight into his hands, and then Afif on the left hand side going to whip a nice ball in for Bournemouth. No, Wolfton's going to get a tackle in, but Bournemouth going to go straight to there. Toro into Tavernier gets around his defence, and Danny Ward couldn't make the save, just sits on his arse and doesn't even try to make the save. Well, he tried to make the save, but yeah, I do find it questionable in this game sometimes, the fact that goalkeepers don't really make good saves as much as you'd want them to. They tend to just sort of lay on the ground and not attempt, or barely attempt, shall we say. But yes, Ipswich Town are now back on the ball. Knight plays it into Bowden. Bowden has a shot, puts it in the bottom right hand corner, and thus putting Ipswich Town at 2-1 in front. Knight, Danny Ward and Greaves are good players, very good Championship players, which is why we've signed them. I know Danny Ward's coming down from the Premier League, taking a step into the Championship, which is probably where he does belong, although some might say he is still a reasonable, good Premier League keeper. So we do hope to keep him in this team, and yeah, you never know, he might still stay if he does grow up to an 80 rated to the Premier League. But that is a Bowden getting off the mark. Well, I think that was his brace, not a brace, it might have been his hat-trick, to be fair. Then we'll have to wait and see, because I cannot remember. But yeah, now Bournemouth on the attack here. What can they do? Solanke puts it into Brooks. Brooks has a shot, and Danny Ward with a good save claims that. Good hands nicely, and I believe Ndaba makes a good tackle, though Ndaba's future and first team place is in doubt. So we might end up getting a new centre-back down the line in January perhaps. Oh, and that is Knight's goal, bringing Ipswich Town 4 on the halfway point. Ipswich Town 4, Bournemouth 1. It's a start that I couldn't hope to have imagined, and you know, I really would love the start that we've made today, and the progress has been quite well. But Bournemouth now on the attack. Brooks hits the post. Ward comes out to collect it and just stop the attack from going anywhere. Though now we are on possession, running into the opponent's half. Knight tries to find Harris, does. Harris has a shot, hits the post himself, and yeah, nothing comes of it. Santana now plays it into Christensen into Lane. Lane, a centre mid youth player that gone through the ranks from last season. Going to give him a lot of games now, because the objectives were to say to play him in 50% of the games, which in the Championship I don't really want to do. But you know, Lane has actually been playing really well. I know he's only 54 rated, but he certainly doesn't feel like it at sometimes. He feels like a much better player compared to some of the other players we're playing around, especially on this ultimate difficulty. and yeah, he's just going to be a really good player, and I think I will actually play him pretty much in every game, subbing him on for Knight or Christensen or Kamara, or playing wherever he needs. And Bournemouth somehow slides it into the near post and get a goal back on a 3-goal lead, bringing it down to a 2-goal lead in the 80th minute. Surely not. Surely Bournemouth can't come back from this. Dominic Solanke plays it into Billing. Billing slots it past Danny Ward and makes it 4-3. Now down to a 1-goal lead, and really, we've let this half slip away from us a lot. We've got complacent within our first half performance of that 4-1 lead, and yeah, we've just let it slip away. Brooks plays it into Solanke. Solanke has a shot, and what does he do? Scores in the 90th minute, making it 4-4. I mean, I can't say Bournemouth weren't the better side in the second half, but they definitely were the better half, and we didn't play to our full strength that we should have done. But you know, first game, I probably thought I was going to take a loss against Bournemouth, but Bowden comes up with a hat-trick and we come away with a point from the Vitality Stadium. I will take that for sure. Next, at home against Sheffield United, another tough game. A former Premier League side not too long ago stuck in a championship with Bournemouth, and I believe it was Fulham. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, but obviously they're playing the same formation as ourselves, the 5-3-2 formation. We're going to be pretty much using that out throughout the whole of the game. Greaves gets a nice interception, clears it away as far as Bowden. Bowden finds Chaplin, who now has been converted into a cam, as that is his second preferred position. It's the only place we're going to fit him into the squad. And oh my god, Harris, what did he just do? He just smashed it into the back of the net. Let's have a look at this again. Mark Harris, back to his old ways, from the D on the edge of the box, slots it top corner past the Sheffield United keeper. Loving it, absolutely loving it. I mean, Mark Harris is getting back to his former ways from where he started. Now Sheffield United had a corner there. They're going to just play it around the edge of our box, and what can they do? Brewster gets it in, and they're just playing it around the edge of our box. We've just got to stand still. Danny Ward, great save, keeping us 1-0 in front. Now Ipswich Town on the possession here, playing it around in the middle of the park, trying to force it forward, or trying to get it forward. Not really going to force it at all. We want to keep possession because we are in the lead. Bowden plays it into Harris. Harris, oh, what can he do? He's free on goal, and yes, he does what Harris does best, puts us 2-0 in front, getting his brace for this match. Yeah, I think he's definitely back to his former ways, and hopefully he's going to continue like that in the Championship, because otherwise we would have to find a new striker, because our youth player Ladpo as well, they're the only two strikers that we've got left on the team. But yeah, keeper came out to collect it, and Sheffield United's capitalised on it to get a goal back, taking the lead from 2 into 1. And yeah, Sheffield United going quite well for their spell. They're running in, and Sanderberg playing it around. Now he's holding it. Now he plays it into low. Is he going to find the ball into the middle of the park? Yes, Ruiz. He's got an eye on goal. I'm really surprised that wasn't a shot on, well, a shot on target, a goal. I'm surprised it wasn't a goal. That was a power shot, even though I've not got the camera on settings like that. But Ruiz plays it in to Brewster, but Brewster can only find the hands of Danny Ward. Ipswich Town are losing possession. Now Sheffield United on the counter-attack with Ruiz on the ball, plays it into Egan, the centre-back, plays it back into Ruiz. Is he going to think it over? I probably would have done, but no, the computer doesn't think about doing that. That looks like offside to me. Should have been offside, was that? No. Okay, it's going to be a 2-2, and our lead has been diminished completely. Can we find a winner in the late game end? 9 minutes to go, verging on 8 minutes plus extra time. Now Harris on the ball, plays it into Burns, nice and high, sees Bowden, middle of the pitch, on the edge of the box and slots it away nicely. Can't really say that Harris and Bowden are going to form a very good strike partnership, though our wing-back partnership is truly lacking. Wes Burns and I think it's Leif Davis or Penny, someone at the back on the left, is just not as good, but yeah, that's where we're kind of struggling at the minute. But we're going to get 3 points from home against Sheffield United. Going to love that. Tough game, but we managed to come out on top. Now, Carabao Cup against Luton, as you can see along the bottom of the screen, the Luton's lineup and then our lineup as well. Walton, Burns, Palmer, Dominic Ball and Dabba Penny. And yeah, I can't remember who's playing. Ladpo's on there as well. Harper's up there. Lucas is also up there as well. So yeah, we're just playing a heavily rotated team for this Carabao Cup because I'm not really fussed about it. Not yet. Obviously we won the Papa John's trophy. We would like to win the Carabao Cup at some point, but obviously we're not going to do that. Luton have spent a season in the Championship and obviously they're still there at the moment, I believe, or they're in the League One now. Either way, they do have a good team. We've put a heavily rotated team out. Basically a League One team that is playing against the Championship in the Carabao Cup, which in my eyes I didn't think we were ever going to win it. So you know, going 1-0 down, I did expect a bit more from Walton, though, as his rating is like 73, 72 now, and that's reasonable for the Championship. So I know it's on the lower end, but it's still fairly good to warrant a Championship spot, though Danny Ward has now taken the #1 spot, obviously coming down from the Premier League, and yeah, I can't really fault him at the minute. Has made some questionable saves though, so you know, we'll hope to have Danny Ward get back in better form, just trying to stop those goals for us, because I can't really rely on Christian Walton that much in the Championship though. So Ladpo plays it into Lucas. Lucas has a shot and he puts us in with a 1 goal. Not the Leeds. Lucas wants to get going. I don't really rate him. His pace is quite terrible. He feels like a centre forward more than a striker, just because his pace, I think, is about 70, but his shooting ability is absolutely phenomenal. Thus, I do want to kind of train his acceleration and sprint speed up to try and make him a better player. And unfortunately, Wes Burns does get caught offside. Otherwise, that would have been brought back to 2. But now Luton on the attack yet again, and I thought that was going to be a goal, but no, it's still at 2-1. Wes Burns yet again in, and still the amount of goals Wes Burns could have scored. If he was onside that last one, he'd have scored. If he'd have put it on target this one, he'd have scored. He would have put us 3-2 in front. But unfortunately, it's not going to go that way, and Luton is going to put themselves another goal in front. They're going to go 3-1 up, and that is going to be a very, very unfortunate. Our League One campaign is going alright. Carabao Cup campaign, not so much, and that is going to be the final whistle. 97 minutes in to the game, +4. I'm shocked at how the game can just do that to you. It's like 94 minutes, okay, stop it, and then blow the whistle. But no, they go to 97 minutes, which is absolutely strange. And now we're playing Walgreaves, a former team, Hull City. They're playing the 4-2-3-1 formation, and we're playing the same old 5-3-2. Let's get into this game with Hull City kicking us off from left to right. They're on the attack, they're playing some good stuff, with Davis getting a good tackle off to stop the Hull City possession. And look at this, I don't even know, Estepinian has a good shot and hits it with ferocity, and Danny Ward gets a hand to it and forces a corner, but unfortunately that corner leads to Hull City's first goal of the game. The number 19, their striker, I think it was their striker, I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a look. Oscar, no, it wasn't their striker. Either way, 1-0 down, 15 minutes in. Not the greatest start, but you know, as we've always been doing in this career mode series, we have been going down, and then we are, as Knight is saying, going in front once more if we can get the goals. And Knight, well, Knight is a solid CM. He's a very good player. I rate him for a championship. Was sitting in the Derby County side that didn't get out of League One. Felt sorry for him. Looked at his stats. Thought, okay, you're a very good player for a championship. Let's take you on. It was only like just over 2 million or just under 2 mil. Good bargain. And yeah, really good player. But Will Greaves gets a nice interception there. Plays it into Kamara, then plays it Christensen. Christensen plays it into Knight. Knight into Bowden. Bowden into Harris. And Harris, well, he does what he's been doing since the start of this league campaign. Scores. Puts Ipswich Town 2-1 in front. You absolutely love it. The number 9 for this year, and Bowden being the number 10, taking Chaplin's shirt as Chaplin struggles to find his space in this team. Just because Kamara, Christensen and Knight have just come in and they're solid centre mids, and I don't really play with any cams anymore. But Hull City do go back in level terms 2-2. I think it's Oscar once again, so it might have been their striker that has scored once again. Though we might have to put a stop to that, as we don't really want him scoring any more goals at all. The Hull City keeper kicks it straight out to us, and Bowden wins a penalty. Yes, he does. Wes Burns, not sure why he's on it, but we don't really have a better penalty taker, which is a bit shocking that our strikers aren't better penalty takers than a right wing back. That will have to be addressed for sure. I can't have Wes Burns with terrible finishing and better penalties than our striker. And look at this, Knight plays a nice ball into Bowden. Bowden on the penalty area, slots it away in the 90th minute, getting Ipswich Town's points. Coming back to Portman Road with ourselves, and Hull City, they're not going to be able to do any more from this position of the game. 90 minutes in, and yeah, that is how it's going to end. Benjamin Bowden getting 5 goals in 3 games already. Unfortunately, let's look at this. No, Tite is coming in. Esputan has a shot. Walton, no, well, not Walton. Is it Walton? I can't really tell. I believe it is Walton, because Danny Ward might have an injury, but either way, no, I think that was Walton. Walton with a good save, keeping us level. And yeah, Ipswich Town 3, Hull City 2, and that rounds us off for the last game of the episode. Sitting pretty at top, 3 games in, 10 goals forward, 7 points. That's what we love to see. In the next episode, we're going to have Sheffield Wednesday, Preston, Luton and Southampton that have joined us down in the Championship. So let's see how that's going to go. Tough start to the Championship season, but I hope you've enjoyed. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.